In 2004, the Australian government bugged the government offices of Timor-Leste in order to get a better deal in treaty negotiations for oil rights in the Greater Sunrise Field under the Timor Sea, an oil field much closer to Timor-Leste than Australia. Witness K, the ASIS officer ordered to do the bugging, recognised this for what it was, a corrupt effort by the Australian government to provide an economic advantage to Woodside Petroleum at the expense of our poorest neighbours, the Timor-Leste people. Witness K had the courage and integrity to bring his concerns to the Inspector General of Intelligence and Security, and Bernard Collaery was engaged as his lawyer during a case under the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. Under the Abbott government in 2013, Bernard Collaery's home was raided and his legal papers for that case were seized. Witness K's passport was taken so he could not give evidence in The Hague. Now, Bernard Collaery is being tried on charges of breaching the Intelligence Services Act when he was acting in good faith as Witness K's lawyer. Worse yet, parts of his trial are being held in secret to preserve national security. This is nothing more than an attempt to avoid embarrassment to the Australian politicians who orchestrated the scheme. Let us not forget also the case of Witness J, who was secretly jailed for 15 months in the ACT after a trial held entirely behind closed doors, again for national security reasons. Not even the ACT Justice Minister knew he was being held in the ACT's Alexander McConaughey Centre. The fact that we can have our own disappeared ones is shocking to those of us who believe in Australia as an open democracy. So what is true national security, and how do we get there? We are truly secure when all our people have a roof over their heads, food on the table, and the freedom to live a meaningful and fulfilling life in a healthy environment. When democracy and human rights are respected, and we are working towards economic justice for everyone. When people like Bernard Collaery and Witness K are applauded for their work exposing corruption. When people accused of breaching Australian law are tried in a fair and open court where justice can be seen to be done. Our Australian government, like many others around the world today, seems to be drifting away from human values of integrity and compassion. That drift and the immoral and unethical behaviour that results is why we humanists are working to revitalise humanism in Australia. We are coming together to work for humanist values and to support Bernard Collaery and Witness K alongside a coalition of supporters including the Timor Sea Justice Forum, the Independent and Peaceful Australia Network, Civil Liberties Australia, and many other Australians. But true national security will only be achieved when Australia is part of a world where all people have economic security and are assured of their rights. To strengthen security globally, we need a coalition of nations, a human union, that are willing to stand up for human rights and democracy. It can start small. It needs just one nation to say, "We will be first." Join us at humanunion.org.au and help us work towards that future as we lend our support to Bernard Collaery and Witness K.